Welcome back to Southern RV TV. I'm your host Barry, and today we're coming at you from the Southern RV sales lot to take a look at the 2021 Rockwood Signature 8291RK. This is an awesome fifth wheel. It's loaded with lots of great goodies. It's a rear kitchen layout, and there's a lot to talk about, guys. So buckle up and let's get right into it.
Fly so high, fly so high, fly so high, I may never come down. Fly so high, fly so high, fly so high, I may never come down. Fly so high, fly so high, fly so high, I may never come down.
Right here at the front of the vehicle, what I'd like to point out right from the get-go is that this is a painted front cap. Not only is it painted, but it has a clear coat over the top of it as well. That's going to help with the longevity and the look of the vehicle over time. It won't have that fading or degrading that we see on some of the older used units out there. Another really cool thing that they've done is they've installed this great load light system here that can also be left on as a running light if you so choose. And this pin box is not your average pin box either. This is an LCI Trail Air turning point pin box. That means it can do two things. It can operate as a standard pin box as we see it set up here, or we can remove the pins, and instead of rotating at the pin here, it'll lock out and rotate at the back. That means for short bed trucks, you're gonna get some extra turn and be able to take those 90-degree turns with ease. They've given us storage up front in the form of this nice little cache right here. That's gonna host our batteries. They have given us 2 battery boxes as well. Pushing around, we notice that we have a container here for a 30-pound LP tank. There's one just like it on the other side, so that's 2 30-pound tanks. Our pass-through storage is nice and wide. This doesn't have a drop frame that some of the bigger fifth wheels have. This is kind of a mid-pro fifth wheel. So as a result, we don't have that nice big deep space, but it does go across and it is fairly wide. So there is a lot of storage built into the unit. All of the latches are slam latches with magnetic catches, so there's no fumbling around with it. It's actually really easy to operate. Pushing up, we have our step above entry stairs. Now these are on the strut assist, so that means they go up and down with ease. One thing I also like about these is it's the most modern incarnation of it. So instead of having that silly pin that we push in and out, now we can adjust the stair simply by sliding this in and out and letting go of that pin there. Pretty easy to operate, simple to use. They're stable, I like them a lot. Big grab handle going in. And then we get to our outside kitchen. This is pretty well a shining feature of this fifth wheel. It's tucked up under the awning system. We don't have the awnings out right now. It's a windy day today, but there are 2 big electric awnings, one of them that covers up this outside kitchen area. Both of them are lit by LED bars. This has a nice big outside electric refrigerator. The 2-burner stove swings away and stashes up underneath. And we've got some storage hidden up under there as well. Around the corner from it, we have the Suburban griddle hooked up. Now this also comes with a simple stand that we could put here as well. One of the things that Forest River is doing that I think is really slick is this awesome little spatula. It's even got the Forest River logo cut into it there. I think it's pretty cool. It's got the bottle opener on the back side. Now, this on the side is a TV mount. They've provided us with the mount to put on your flat screen so that you can bring it out when you get to your camping spot and hook it straight to the side. All of the connections for that are hiding down in behind here. So we've got power, we've got cable, everything we need. And then there's storage as well. Again, slam latches. This pushes under the dinette inside. So that's just added storage that they've given us access to. All the windows are frameless, which is pretty slick. And then back here, I was talking about that table earlier that hooks into the rail system on the side. This is it. I assume that they want you to hook the griddle up back here because this is where the second LP connection is. There are 2 LP connections However, it'd be kind of weird if you were back here grilling and then running back over this way and watching your pot over here and then running back over and checking your bacon. Hey Barry, that bacon almost done? Yep. Them eggs almost done? Yep. So I'm assuming we could probably get a splitter on that and have both of those running as well. I don't know, I'd have to talk to our service department about it, but it seems like that's very feasible. Pushing around to the back, we have an outside shower. Now, the hose for this outside shower is hooked up in the front compartment. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit here. But this is really nice. It's a quick disconnect hose. It allows you to wash off bikes and other things. It's got hot and cold water as well. Now, Forest River has equipped us with a 2-inch receiver hitch at the back of the unit. Now, that's not for tandem towing in this case. It's gonna be just for bike racks, for, a big, just a basket, things of that nature, accessories, basically. It only has like a 300-pound limit. Climbing up the ladder, let's go ahead and jump up there because there's a few good things that we're gonna take a look at up top. So one of the things I forgot to mention while we were at the back of the camper is that it is prepped for a backup camera. It's pretty simple and easy to install. It's just part of the 12-volt system, and there's a little plate back there that's really easy to get access to. Here up on the roof, we see that this is a one-piece, fully walkable roof. Now this has 6-sided aluminum construction with laminated walls and everything. So it's very, very solidly built. They've also already installed this beautiful, big 190-watt solar panel. This is tied to a 1,000-watt inverter. So between that and the battery system, you can run your 12-volt for quite some time. It's pretty slick. Another cool feature that I'd like to point out is that we have a Max Air vent cover already installed here. What is that? Well, simply put, this covers up the existing vent and allows it to be open even in the rain. That means you can cycle air through the camper even when it's raining outside. Pretty cool indeed. Another thing I'd like to point out is that this has a low profile air conditioner right up front. So it's not very tall at all. That's gonna keep the overall height of this fifth wheel down. Last but not least, we have our Wi-Fi Ranger and TV antenna. That's a pretty slick feature too. That's gonna be an extender of Wi-Fi for you. So if there's Wi-Fi offered in the campground, that can pick it up and create a hotspot for you around it. Let's go check out the back side. Here at the back off-door corner of the trailer, we notice that we have our power connection and supply. This is a 50-amp camper, so that's going to power up both of those ACs and everything you need to run when you have that 50-amp shore connection. This has 2 gray tanks on board thanks to the rear kitchen design. The dump for the second gray tank is hiding right there at the rear. We have 4-point level up. It's electric, and this thing is riding on torsion axles. So that's kind of slick as well. It's got Goodyear tires, name brand, we love that. And it comes with a tire pressure monitoring system. We'll take a look at that a little bit more when we get inside. As we reach the front of the unit and we hit this storage compartment, we see our main control center, so where our water in is going to be. Also, if you recall, we talked about that outside shower that was on the back side of the camper. Well, this is the hose that goes with it. As you can see, it's just a little spray hose. It's pretty slick, it's easy to use. This could be used for a variety of different things, and I can see changing out this nozzle for different purposes as well. It has a simple little hook up there to hold it up in place. Also in here we have our satellite and cable in, so if that's something that's provided by the park that you're in, you can simply run some coax up through the bottom station and plug it in at the top there. Hiding around the corner is our 1,000-watt inverter. And then our second point, or I should say our primary dump station, is located just to the side. Now they've given us a light here above our tank fill, and then down low we have our tank pulls for our primary black and gray dumps. Controlling the level up system we mentioned earlier is done by that panel there, and we have a second 30-pound LP tank. Let's hop up inside and check out what's going on in there. here inside, we step into the living room where we have opposing slides. It really makes it feel nice and spacious in here. Now this is a mid-pro, so that means that the front and the back slope down as we head towards the ends, their respective ends. But here in the center, we're at the high point. It really makes the living room feel nice and big. We have our theater style seating. And why I say that is because while it does look like a normal couch, it does have this flip down center console with cup holders and power ports, both USB and a standard plug, as well as these are recliners. They're not power, so that's kind of nice. I like the mechanical aspect of it. If you're boondocking and you don't have power, it's not something you have to worry about. But what are these little buttons then? Well, that is a power aspect of this chair. It has lumbar support built into it, which I kind of like. I'll be honest with you. It's a good thing to have that lumbar built in there. It lets you adjust the chair a little bit back and forth as you're sitting directly across from this beautiful entertainment center. The entertainment center has a big flat screen TV, the IRV Technologies head unit in there, and then down low, we have our electric fireplace. Those are great for putting off heat in the winter and supplementing our gas furnace. Now, this is built into a beefy mount that's mounted top and bottom with a big frame, and that's all hiding the storage in behind. There's a shelf back there and lots of open space. So I can see putting blankets or books or games or all sorts of things back there. You name it. I can think of all sorts of great stuff that you could store. There's also more storage hiding right here, but in there, there's a hidden sound bar. So that's kind of slick as well. Also on our couch, we have a trifold sofa. So if we remove the back cushions and pull it up and out, it's a 3-piece of memory foam. It lays kind of flat. It's nice for a guest or two to sleep on. Speaking of guests, if you're entertaining, we have this beautiful kitchen and dining space. So in addition to having the big U-shaped dinette, there's 2 more bar stools off to the side. This U-shaped dinette, while yes, it can seat a family, it can be converted into yet another bed. This table drops down and the pads slide out over it, giving us what's about the equivalent to a full, it's bigger than a full, but it's smaller than a queen. This table's pretty slick in and of itself by way of its own design. So it folds down, but that allows it to be taken outside, or I was looking at it earlier and I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna bring it over here into the living room because I was thinking to myself, man, this thing, if I had it, that's the perfect size coffee table for this room. You can walk all around it. It's easy to reach. You can put your feet up if you had to, you know? And yeah, who doesn't want a coffee table? I think that's pretty slick. And as we were saying earlier, folding down like this makes it really easy to get in and out of the camper to use outside by, say, that nice big outdoor kitchen that's out there. It's on a spring system, so folds up and down with ease, and it's not too heavy, as bulky as it is. Let's get back to this kitchen, because this kitchen is awesome. There's solid surface countertops all the way around, loads of cabinetry, lots of storage. And I love the accent lighting that they've done up top. It really just kind of brightens the space up a little bit. And they put in this nice backsplash in addition to these long, low windows, which is going to let in lots of natural light while you're cooking. That's a pretty slick feature. They've maximized counter space by giving us sink covers. Pulling those back reveals our big dual basin stainless steel sink. We have our 3-burner stove with a glass cover, decent size oven down below, microwave up top, and behind me, 12-volt Magic Chef refrigerator. Lots of space in there, and because it's 12 volt, it lacks those cooling fins in the back that the traditional gas electrics did, giving it more overall volume. There's storage below and above that. I think that's awesome. There's even a ceiling fan in here for really circulating the air on those nice days. Wait, and as hold on, back up, rewind, and there, that thing on the counter. We forgot to talk about it. I mean, that guy's all pretty and stuff and he runs his mouth too much, but we put that out for a reason. That is the Truck System Technologies tire monitoring system. It's a sweet little color display monitor that plugs into your truck. You can mount it on the dash or off the window with a suction cup, and it's going to tell you the tire pressure and temperature back on the trailer. That's it. It comes with the Rockwood. It's pretty cool. And fast forward, let's catch us back up to where we were. Go. And as we push to the front, I want you to notice that at the bottom of the steps, we have a sweep-o-vac. What's a sweep-o-vac? Well, it's pretty simple. You sweep over to it, you give it a little kick, it turns on, and you can sweep your stuff right into it. Now this also has the standard like Intervac style house accessories for it that come with it as well. Those are outside in a box. Right across from the entry and hidden in behind this cabinet, we have our full control panel, our Go Power monitoring system for the solar panel that we saw up top earlier, as well as all of our tank and battery checks. Coming upstairs, we hit the bathroom. Bathroom is very spacious. And I just want to point out that this shower is absolutely massive. It's got a seat where you can sit down, and it's got the shower miser system as well, which is going to help us if you're boondocking for saving water. It simply redirects hot water around and back into your tank system instead of wasting it and draining it into the gray tank. Pushing into the bedroom, nice big king bed in here. And that bed is on a strut assist, so we can lift it and reveal storage. And notice everything's framed up super well. There's aluminum frame up that's welded, just holding that bed frame together. Most of the time, that's just a sheet of plywood from a lot of manufacturers. There's a chest of drawer right at the foot of the bed. And then, of course, you know, this has the standard drawer glides that we see. These are nice deep drawers though. Notice that they're ply-sided. So that's really good wood that they're using to construct it. And then we have a spot to hook up a TV in the bedroom back here as well. They've got your TV backer location, so that's where the mount is going to end up. And then you've got all your points for hooking it up there too. If I open this up, we'll get into our main closet. And in there, you notice we have washer dryer hookups, some removable shelving, and some fixed shelving up top. Our second AC pops down right through here, and then we have some more storage hiding here as well. That shelf is removable. We could use it as a hanging closet. And then there's two drawers down below. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this tour of the Rockwood. Check it out on southernrv.com. Until next time, happy camping.
Fly so high, I may never come down.